Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're talking about some skincare that saved my dry skin. So I was on a trip recently to the East Coast and there was a slight moisture in the air. Not enough to feel like humid, but enough to make my skin feel amazing. And when I came back home to the Southwest to the 100% dry heat, literally the next day I had dry patches all right here and like all here at my eyebrows. My skin was so tight. No matter what I used, it would hurt. So I went out of my way to use different products, and really pinpointed things. I was like, I want to use that and that. I'm going to test it out. And these were the things that worked for me, that got my skin balanced. And I don't know if they balanced my skin, but it got it back to where it was before, which I feel is normal skin type, and not dry, oh my god, it hurts skin type. So the first thing I started using was the Origins Hello Calm Relaxing Hydrating Face Mask. This is something I've already had and I use it here and there, but it's a mask I really like. It's great. It's comforting. It's calming. You put it on your bare skin after you cleanse, of course. A little, like a light layer. Make sure you can see it though, like coat it well enough. Leave it about 15 minutes and tissue off the excess. I've never been a tissue off the excess kind of person. I always feel like, ugh. So I rinse it off. Tissue off the excess with this, leave the rest of it on, put the rest of your skincare on top, rub it all in together. Oh my gosh, this is so insanely comforting for my skin. It wasn't drying at all and leaving behind that little bit of residue. It just worked so well. I credited this so much with getting the ball rolling on getting my skin back to normal. I absolutely love this mask a lot. Loved it. I loved this a lot. I've been using it just about every day, which I don't think you're supposed to, but you know what? It's awesome. It's working and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. The next thing I started using was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I know it's not a skincare product, but this was something I never really used before because I'm not a huge primer lover. I love the Laura Geller primers, but I don't go out of my way to try more primer. But I always just had this sitting there and I never really used it a whole lot. But I wanted to use it because it's a primer and moisturizer in one, and I thought, what better way to prime my skin for makeup than putting more moisturizer on top. And I really like this. It's not very like silicone-y or anything. It honestly just feels like a moisturizer. And I really enjoyed it. Really gave my skin some like extra drink of moisture and a little extra plumpiness, and it made the makeup go on so smooth. It really like kind of camouflage the dry patches a little bit. So I really liked this. It made my skin feel super comfortable and awesome, and I was so happy I finally had a chance to try it and a reason to bust it out again. But I really liked that a lot. Made my face feel really nice and really smooth. The last makeup thing that I really loved was the Found Illuminating Makeup Setting Spray. So this is almost gone. Oh, it's right, it's all right there. This was a little sample I got in a sampler set, I think, from Walmart, and I really liked this a lot for camouflaging the dryness of my skin, because no matter what I was putting on top, even though I was using this and I was using the mask and all the other skincare, in the first couple of days before I kind of found a routine that was working for me, this was kind of making the dryness kind of look a little less dry. Like it'd take away the dry look on my skin, make it look more wet and illuminated. And I really liked this a lot. It was something I reached for just regularly, and it's almost empty, and I really liked it. Made my skin look less dry, but not really feel less dry. So the next 4 skincare products I want to mention, this one is almost empty. I have a little travel size bottle left with stuff I took on my trip, but this is the Thomas Roth Unwrinkle Turbo Line Smoothing Toning Lotion. So this is an anti-aging product. I've been using this for a long time. This lasted forever, but I really liked it for my dry skin because it's so soothing. It has no alcohol, no oil. It's not drying whatsoever. It has peptides, it has hyaluronic acid. It's got a lot of great stuff in here to kind of soften your wrinkles and fine lines and stuff. I notice a difference in my skin when I use this day and night. If I use it inconsistently, I don't really notice a whole lot. Use it regularly, it's awesome. But I loved it for my tight skin because you kind of saturate the cotton pad, and when you're rubbing it on your skin, it just feels so thick and rich and moisturizing. You can feel it just instantly soothing your skin. I really liked this a lot, and this was kind of one of the things that made me feel like, okay, I think I'm gonna be okay. I think my skin's gonna be okay. I really like this a lot in general, but this really helped soothe my dry skin, and it was one of the only like unwrinkling kind of products that I was able to use that wasn't like irritating my skin because I had the dry patches that were almost kind of cracked and everything was kind of stinging and my skin just hurt. And this made it feel so good. I love this stuff a lot. I've been using it for a long time and it's awesome. Loved it a lot. The next thing I kept using was the Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. This is also about right here. This is something I already really liked, but I don't use it all the time because I don't want to run out because I love it so much. So I love facial sprays in general. It's hot. I love facial sprays in general, but most of them aren't very hydrating. I just like them. They're like a princess product. They're fun to use. Keep them in the fridge. A nice refreshing spray after the shower. And I love them. I have a bunch of them. I love having them. I try them all. I try all of them. I love them. But this one actually hydrates your skin. It's not going to it's not going to replace moisturizer at all, but it's a great relief kind of thing. Like if you get out of the shower and your skin hurts because it's so dry, or you just washed your face, you're like, oh my God, my skin's so tight. Grab this spray, spray it on, and you'll immediately feel like relaxed. Your skin's not going to feel so tight. It actually feels like it's moisturizing a little bit. So this actually is, it says it's a Moisture Surge Thirsty Skin Relief Spray. I really truly feel like it does hydrate my skin. And it was a great first step before the other products to kind of instantly relieve my skin of the really tight, crusty feeling. And I love this a lot. It's definitely a spray I would repurchase. This was actually something I got a sample of, bought the full size, love it so much. I would love to buy this again. One of my favorite sprays that I have, actually, an awesome product for dry skin. And then the next two things are actually new products from Number 7. I've had these for about 2 weeks. They're called Hydra Luminous. They have the serum, they have a day cream, and also an overnight mask, an overnight gel product. I didn't buy that one because I have overnight products that I have overnight products that I already really love, and I just didn't need another jar of an overnight product. But these two were the ones I was like, I gotta get those, especially this. This is it just says water concentrate. Smooth onto your face and neck before applying your moisturizer. Add a few drops into your moisturizer. I find best results with this to get it out. So it is in a dropper style. I've used, I don't know, it's about right there. So with the dropper in there, about right there. So I've only had it for 2 weeks, like I said, but I have used it every single day. You don't need a full dropper. If you get a full dropper of this, it's going to be way too much. You'll put it all over your neck, your chest, your arms. It'll do your whole body. So I find usually, I don't know, about that much. Like literally just a couple of drops will do your whole face and neck. A little goes a long way with this stuff, but a little also does a lot. This was very comparable to me. Like when I was looking at it, I thought it was going to be like Number 7's version of the Vichy Mineral 89, and I love that. I've missed it so much ever since I ran out. I think it's a wonderful serum, very hydrating to the skin. This is even better. If you have really dry skin and the Mineral 89 doesn't do a whole lot for you, this stuff right here I think is even better than the Mineral 89, and I thought that stuff was awesome. A couple of drops with this, put it in your hand, and you'll immediately just slip and slide all over your face. Like it's so, like a little goes a long way with this stuff. It instantly will hydrate your skin. This would be awesome for drier skin types. I think anybody could really use it. Anybody could use more moisture in their skin. But especially dry skin, my skin especially, oh my God, benefited so much from this stuff. I'm going to rave on it for a second because it's awesome. It does have a little bit of fragrance, that classic Number 7 scent, but it's not anything that bothers my skin at all. It definitely goes away once you, put your other products on and stuff. I don't even notice it at all after I put it on, to be honest. It's so light. It is very sticky. It doesn't sink into your skin really quickly, but I don't want it to either. It's not something I'm like dying to get sunk in my skin. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of your skin or anything, but it is a little bit sticky. And then I top it off with the Number 7 Hydra Luminous Water Surge Gel. It says oil-free. It just says smooth onto face and neck after cleansing. I put this on after I put this on. This is also a gel moisturizer. It does have that same kind of scent. Very, very light though. Number 7, I feel like sometimes goes overboard with the fragrances in their products. Even though they're all hypoallergenic and they're all sensitive skin appropriate, the scent sometimes is a little much for me, but this is really light for Number 7. But honestly, I don't notice it at all once I put it on. It kind of goes away. But it is a gel moisturizer. It is very sticky. It's very tacky. It is so insanely moisturizing though. I love this stuff a lot right now. It's really lightweight. It's not heavy at all. It is tacky. So when you're touching your face afterwards, it's going to feel a little tacky. If you don't want to put any other products on top, you're going to have to wait a little while before you put makeup on. But even if I put makeup on right away, like today, I didn't, it doesn't interfere with makeup application, even though it is kind of tacky. I haven't noticed anything sticking or dragging or patching kind of weird. It doesn't pill. It's awesome. And oh my God, saved my dry skin so much. So there you have it. I had a mask, I had a primer, I had a wrinkle serum, the spray, the setting spray, the serum, and the moisturizer, all the things in my routine that really brought my skin back to normal, made it feel comfortable. It doesn't look, I mean, I still have my little things where sometimes I'm like, oh, it's so dry. But for the most part, it doesn't hurt. It's not tight. I love these products a lot. Let me know if you've tried any of these. If you have super dry skin, let me know what you use as well. I would love to know any recommendations you have. And that is Zach. Thanks for joining me for this video. I will see you later in another one. Goodbye.